What? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. Oh, yeah, guys. So, this mod pack has carry-on. I didn't realize that. Most mod packs that have carry-on, the key to use carry-on is assigned to the left shift key. Well, I mean, I've tried walking up to different things before, pressing left, shift, and right-clicking on them to carry on, to pick them up, and it never worked. So I was going through the mod list earlier today. I was trying to figure out what actually was causing that problem when I go into inventories and I do a shift click and like the game just pauses for forever. Anyway, I saw that it had carry on. That got me thinking what the keybind was and what we can do with it in this mod pack. So yeah, so a thing I just found out, I didn't actually know this before, is squids, when you have them in the carry on mode, don't suffocate in air. So that's interesting. Put that little fella back. Be free, little buddy, be free. Yeah, so the mod I think that was causing the problem, I haven't verified this yet, but it's the I can't remember the name of it. It's called like lower FPS or whatever. It's the mod when you click out of the game, like it makes the game run at 5 FPS and the sounds get quieter and all that kind of stuff. I've removed that, and ever since I did, it seems like that weird pausing lag thing that I get every now and then has gone away, which I am very thankful for. But yeah, carry on. Here's another thing. Yeah, if you go to the controls and you go to the carry on section, you'll see that this should be defaulted to R shift, the right keyboard. I have switched over to left shift, and I can't figure out a way to do this in game. Like if you click the button, you can press the left shift key, but there's no way to save it. It doesn't recognize, hey, you wanted only left shift to be that. So like you press it, it says left shift, and you click done, then it says left click. It's like, really? So I had to edit the options.txt and make it the same as the sneak key. That's how I got it like that, and then reloaded make sure I wasn't in the pack, edit the options text. And anyway, so we got it set up that way. So that's pretty cool. So last few episodes, we've been working with magic mods. Yeah, we did a little bit of blood magic. We've done some Botania. We did some astral sorcery. We got some stuff going on here. I think today we're going to kind of take a step back from the magic mods for a little bit, and we're going to try and work on a little bit of tech. Let's kind of break this up, shall we? I was kind of looking to see what would be a good place for us to go. And some of the mods coming up here that we can do are Ex Nihilo, which will help us automate getting resources so we don't have to go mining anymore, which is going to be great. I was also looking, we have Industrial Foregoing here, which is something we should probably take a look at doing pretty quickly. The whole tree fluid extractor process is generally quite slow. I don't know if that's configurable. I don't know if it's sped up at all in this mod pack or whatever. And then turning that fluid into the latex, into these little tiny rubber balls, which will allow us to make these machines, is definitely something we should at least get started on. So let's take a look at this. It says, welcome to the Industrial Foregoing. Welcome to Industrial Foregoing. This is a tier 2 tech mod, which leads to our tools and in turn, thermal expansion. Both mods are awesome. I'd like to start working towards them. Industrial Foregoing offers tons of different machines that can automate a variety of tasks. You will need pink slime and dry rubber and any upgrade item from the mod to craft the machine casing from RF tools. And any upgrade item from the mod to craft, that's a weird comma, I think. Okay, well anyway, let's press the button. That's also, oh yeah, we're just gonna unlock the thing. We can claim that, we get the book, and now we have unlocked Tree Fluid Extractor. It says place in front of a tree to extract latex from it. It will destroy the log eventually. So with a machine like this, you want to have something that'll place blocks in front of it, and you want to fill it up full of logs. So I think actually Additions has an auto placer. There's probably a few other blocks that we can use, but we'll definitely want to be looking at something like that. What does an auto placer cost? That's actually, unless that's expensive, impregnated stick, aluminum wire, and Ori crystals. Okay, so we could get this going. We'll have to go in tandem with some actually addition stuff or what I want to do. We could also look for a block placer. Maybe there's another one that's like cheaper from another mod. Cyclic has one. I believe Cyclic requires power or it requires fuel. I can't remember what. Phantom placer. There's a block placer from Industrial Foregoing, but we need plastic to do that. Oh, we have a block placer from Open Blocks. That might be what we want to do here. Okay, let's do that. Block placer from Open Blocks. Okay, we are just missing a little bit of cobblestone. That is easy to do. Unblockify that and block placer go. Awesome. Okay, so it's got a 3x3 inventory. I assume we redstone signal to place block. Can we make like a timer? Do we have the ability to do that? That's actually inexpensive. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. I should already have a clock, or at least I thought I did, from the Thaumcraft stuff that we were doing before. Maybe that got used up. All right, well, that's not a big deal. We have plenty of gold. We need some redstone torches. We don't have any redstone loose. Do that real quick, and blocks already in my inventory. Good. All right, so 4 torches, and here we go, timer get. So it plays that little fella right there. You can right click on it, set it to 10. Let's not set it to 10. Maybe 20. Actually, you know what? The default is probably going to be good enough, but the other thing is we're not going to have this thing next to us. But another thing that we can do, our super sound muffler to the rescue, add recent piston extend. Well, no, blank this. Add recent piston contract. Okay, so now it's silent. Now we can place this at 10, yeah? All right, so there we go. Now it's doing its thing. So we can grab ourselves some, I don't know, wood. Nah, let's just do a cobblestone for right now, just so we can see it working. So we'll put a few cobblestone in there, places block gets braked, and then it places another one, right? So that's all we want this machine to do. It's perfect. It's gonna work flawlessly. We have a timer. We have the block placer. Now we need to get ourselves a tree fluid extractor. So this guy we can make fairly easily. We have to make yet another furnace. Seems like we have to make these things all the time. We need a stone gear, or I guess 2 stone gears. So there's the furnace, and we need an iron gear. So 4 iron on the metal press, or you can cast it out, or we could do the gearwork die thing if we were into thermal expansion. So let's grab iron. I think this is the first time we've had to make a gear. I do believe I already made the gear cast though, because I was pretty sure we're gonna need this for that. Yeah, there we go, metal press. Oh, you know what, let's put the bauble back where that should be. Okay, and swap that guy out. So this is one of the reasons why the gear press is why I don't put a hopper on the back of this that'll feed ingots in. If you're doing like the metal press mold wire, the rod, I think, or the metal press mold plate, all 3 of these only require 1 ingot. This item right here requires 4, and it requires 4 at a time. The hopper is only going to place 1 at a time, and it's just going to be like, nope, that's a wrong recipe, and it won't accept the items on there. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyway, that's why I have not tried to automate that in such a fashion. So now we have ourselves the iron gear. We should be able to continue on here, and there we go, tree fluid extractor. Very good. Let's try and get this thing extracting. How are we doing on wood? What can we, you know what, actually before we do that, there are different types of wood that give you different latex per, right? So dark oak gives you 2, oak gives you 1. Yeah, that's not very good. So rubber wood gives you 4. That seems like the best. Actually, that is in fact the best. Is there a way for us to get rubber wood? How are we doing rubber wood? We got plenty of that. Well, we got enough of that, I should say, to get us going for now. We can farm rubber wood trees specifically for this. I don't think we have any bonsai in this mod pack, so it's going to be one of those things like we'd have to do manually. So maybe we should look at what's the best automated way to do it. Acacia gives us 3. Yeah, that's about it. I guess if we want dark oak would be a 2x2 tree that we can use. Is there a way that we can convert between the different? Yeah, okay. So we can toss into the mana pool. What else can we do here? Oh, you know what? We should be looking at recipes. What we should do. Recipe of that. Okay, so that one's no good. What about the recipe of the acacia? Ah, wood essence would allow us to do that. Any other method? I don't think so. Okay. Well, eventually we'll get into mystical agriculture, and then we can like make all that. Until then, we'll probably just end up using this rubber wood like we have already. All right, so tree fluid extractor is done. Then we need the latex processor. That's the next quest in the line. So that requires 2 more furnaces, another iron gear, it looks like. We already have the machine case. Okay, so we have to make 4 of these guys. 2 more furnaces. Anything else fancy in here? Just that iron gear. And just like so, we have a latex processing unit. Very good. So that should complete yet another quest. And that should unlock a good portion, I think. A good portion of the quests. Oh, do we need something else for that? Okay, let's take a look. Back. No, it's done. It just didn't... What? Why did it not make the sound? It did not give us the ding. Did we already get that before? No. Latex. Oh, we already got a latex processing unit. I guess we must have gotten that from a reward. So we already got the quest complete on that a while ago, I suppose. All right, so we didn't have to make that. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't realize we already got that particular thing. Okay, well, now I know. Let's claim this, and we'll claim that. I don't know if there's a reason for us to have 2 of them, but, you know, in case we want to double up, we can do that. What is this one? Block of iron wood. Ironwood ingots. Guess I'll unblockify that. So what was the other thing we got? The iron chandelier ring. What are the uses for these? Nothing. What's the recipe for that? Okay, so what does this do? Is this just a... Is that just a light? Can you put torches in it or something? Put torches on it. I don't know if that's like the intended use for this. I'm actually not sure what that thing's for. Maybe it's just decoration only. Let's put that away. All right, so we have everything that we need here. So we need the tree fluid extractor. Does that require power? I can't remember. It does not require power. Okay, so that is its own separate thing. I guess we can kind of put it down over here a little bit. I do believe the latex requires power and water. Yeah, water and power. So I'm gonna have to run cabling along the base here, some RF. Maybe we should just put it over here so we don't have to run it past all of our IC2 machines. I think that'll be just fine. So tree fluid extractor we'll place right here. We'll place right here. There we go. And then our block placer we'll place right there with the wood. And then we need to give it the timer. Will that work right like that? I'm not sure if it will. Maybe we can place it over when I put a redstone dust there and it'll work. I really don't want to have to remove redstone. Have to remove a block. If we can just do it like that, that'd be ideal. Otherwise, we might find a different way of doing this. I think that should work though. It should provide a redstone signal. There we go. Okay, so now that we have the wood here, this should start collecting the latex like it is, and we can store up to 8 buckets of it. So we are going to need a way to extract that fluid out and then put it into a latex processing unit. Now this guy also requires water, and we have an infinite water source. Is there another type of water that we can do? Can we make a sink? that is inexpensive. The infinite water requires basic plating. That's a lot of lead, graphite. That's a little expensive. Is there another way to do this? Let's take a look here. I think the sink is probably going to be our best option, but I'm not entirely sure. There could be some other way. What is this one? Ritual Stone of Water. All right, well, I'm going to go through these blocks real quick and see if I can find anything else. All right, guys, so I'm looking for a way that we can transfer fluid from one block to another, and I'm not seeing a very straightforward and easy way for us to do it at the moment. I'm sure there probably is something easier than what we're about to do, but I think we're going to go ahead and go with the transfer node fluids. Yeah, we can do that. That does require us to have transfer pipe, which requires those network cables that we got a while ago. Network. Let me grab 2 of those. And then what was the other component for that? It does require some stone slabs. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? So there's the slabs, there's the transfer pipe, and there's the network cables. So now we have transfer pipe, and there is 4 transfer node fluids. Okay, so we need the cables. I guess we just need 1 transfer pipe. And that should get us the latex from this machine to the processing unit. Just place that guy there, and we will place this here. Okay, so now we're getting the latex over into this inventory. Now we have 16 buckets of storage, 8 here, and then 8 over here. So we got a little bit more time to work. I did end up putting the infinite water source on here for now, and I do think we will be doing something else in a little bit, but for right now, I do need to run the rest of our power cables over here. So I'm gonna work on that real quick and try and get this thing processing, and then we'll be right back, guys. All right, well, we have the power ran over here. Yep, everything's going fine, and it's doing stuff, but we're kind of limited on the water supply. Yep, water's taking a long time to get in there. Oh, it looks like it went through its first log, I think. So we have the tiny dry rubber. We needed some of this stuff anyway in order to complete part of the next upcoming quest. Yeah, so we need the tiny dry rubber. So let's go turn it into the regular dry rubber. In order to do that, we need a 3x3 crafting grid. Okay, so there's that. So that's now complete. And then we got to turn that into a piece of plastic. Got to turn that into a piece of plastic in order to complete the last portion. There it is. Okay, so quest complete, rubber. Awesome. So we'll take the bottom loot chest from this quest, claim that. And now we have opened up all of this stuff. Awesome. So we did some good progress today, I think. So light gray concrete powder. Is that a full stack? It is a full stack. All right. Not sure if we're going to be using that at all, but, you know, we have it. So that is definitely available to us. I'm kind of thinking what I want to do is try to get into a little bit of actually additions at this point. So let's go back. Actually additions. So it says, welcome to Actually Additions. This is a tier 2 tech mod. Actually Additions offers a wide variety of blocks and gadgets. You'll need to get your hands on Ori crystals as they are part of the progression towards thermal expansion. So Ori crystals, as far as I know, unless they're changing this pack, which they could be, should just be a piece of iron put in front of the atomic reconstructor. This guy. Looks like we have already collected a worm before, so let's go ahead and grab this. Worms die after 10,000 ticks? I actually did. Oh, in this pack. Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't know that they did that. Okay, so that's kind of interesting to know. So actually additions, let's get this loot crate. Reactor Casing Legacy. That's just rare. And 24 of them. Okay, so when we get to the point where we do extreme reactors, yeah, that's kind of cool. That'll help us out. Hopefully I'll remember it by that time. Okay. So the atomic reconstructor is able to reconstruct some materials into others. Place or throw the blocks/items you want to change in front of it and fire its laser. By default, the laser will fire every few seconds. So we don't want it to do that because that's just a drain on our RF. So what we want to do is make ourselves a redstone torch. This will toggle the ability of the atomic reconstructor. Yep. And woo, okay, red laser lens inverted. I actually didn't know there was an inverted way of making the laser lens. Okay, that's interesting. Well, it looks like we can just craft that right away. That was looking like a scary item there for a second. So we need an iron casing, which is going to require us to do more forestry stuff. Okay, that's fine. Do we have any? We have sturdy casings. Okay, well, that's good. So we need a sturdy casing plus 4 diamonds in a carpenter. Okay, well, I'm going to work on this stuff, try and get everything that we need together. Steel plates is not a big deal. We saw the electron tubes before. I think that's in the thermionic fabricator. We're going to need that guy again. All right, let me get to this and then we'll continue on. So a little crafting later, a little block swapping around. Had to move the water source over here for our carpenter to get this recipe to work. Requires 5 buckets per, so we had to fill that all the way up. And I brought the infinite water source back. But anyway, after all of that stuff is done, we have ourselves an atomic reconstructor. Very awesome. I did end up making 2 recipes of the tin electron tubes and the golden ones, just so we have extras for later. So yeah, atomic reconstructor, stuffy receiver, atomic moleculizer, molecular recombobulizer, component modulator. Anyway, so the uses for this guy, we can see that it turns redstone into redstona, lapis into pallas, diamond into diamantine, however you pronounce it, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, there's quite a few different recipes that we can use this for. One of the ones I'm interested in, though, is this one right here. Rotten flesh turns directly into leather. That is really gonna save us a lot of time, because previous to this point, every time we needed to make leather, I had to go fishing, cook the fish, and then put it onto the drying rack. Now it's just, hey, got some rotten flesh, just throw it in front of the laser, and there you go, right? So that's gonna save us a lot of time. Other uses that we can do for this is, let's see. Was there anything else in here that I saw that was interesting? We can make prismarine. I'm not sure if that's necessary. Looks like you can turn coil blocks into the redstone reception coils. I'm not sure why you want to do this. I was trying to figure that out earlier, and I really have no idea. For the redstone transmission coil, HV wire might be an okay one, but like the blocks turning into that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. I don't know if those are mistakes or if those are on purpose or whatever. But yeah, anyway, so now that we have the atomic reconstructor, we should get that quest complete. If we didn't already, I can't remember. Let's go into here. Yeah, the quest complete. Let's do the middle loot chest. Claim it. So right click. Hey, we get ourselves a resonator. We already have one though, unfortunately. Yep. This is one of those blocks, by the way, you can walk up to and with the carry on, you know, pick it up and place it. Not all blocks you can do that too. That one doesn't work. None of these Thaumcraft ones work. Yeah, shift right click on the crucible just gets rid of all the water in it. Things that it does work on though are like chests. Like this chest you can pick up and sit over here and all your stuff still in it in the same exact way, right? So yeah, just some cool things you can do with the carry-on mod. And then you can also pick up animals as we saw earlier. So anyway, getting back to here, now that that's done, an Ori Crystal is the next step. It just wants us to make one of those. So let's set this guy down somewhere. I don't know. We're just kind of like randomly placing blocks down wherever we have a spot at this point. So yeah, we need to right-click this with a redstone torch. So redstone mode pulse. Right-click to toggle. Does it say something different? Yeah, hold a redstone torch to toggle. So things that we can do is we can either put a button on this thing, button up here, or we can put a pressure plate so we cue something onto the ground and it hits that pressure plate and then it goes. Yeah, there's a few different ways of going about it. I kind of prefer the button method myself. So let's just grab a piece of stone and we'll just make a button. Button right there. Okay. That is not actually what I wanted to do. Okay, so that's gonna be an issue. Right. Well, I guess if we wanted these quartz, Now we have these quartz. Well, yeah. That happened. So what can we do to prevent that, I wonder? I guess we could place down like a chisel and bits block or something. That should stop it. Do we have any... Oh, we do have some bits, don't we? Or we can make these all out of chisel and bits as well, I suppose. So that doesn't happen. Ooh, look at that down there. Okay, so let's grab this. We'll hold down this button here. We'll do plane. I can never remember if is it right click? It must be right click, right? Yeah, we don't want to do it that way. We want a plane like, yeah, like this. Okay, so can we do it? Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out the way this is gonna work. I really want the planes to like make these a hollow block. So let's I think if I left click, that goes away. Shift left click. Well, I can make full blocks out of this. Okay, so probably the thing that I want to do is not what I'm doing right now. We should probably look at doing the, what is it called? Oops. Let me hold the thing. Alt. It is called connected plane. Or drawn region. Yeah, that way I can just draw it all the way across. Let's try this one. So I hold right click here. I can bring it all the way over here. Why did that stop working? Let's try again. Why is that not working? I thought you could... Okay, maybe I don't know how to chisel and bit properly. Okay, let me play around with this for a minute and figure it out. Alright, so I figured out what the problem was with this. For some reason in this mod pack, the chisel and bits has a very limited range. You can only like draw a connected region 3 blocks away. I don't think that's normal. Maybe it is, I don't know. But anyway, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, we just right click on it with the connected plane or the drawn region, I guess, and you just click the other side, and that's it. So now it looks like we still have those same quartz blocks here, but they're actually chisel and bits. We will want to fix the bottom side though. I'm gonna get rid of all this cobblestone I just placed down here. Yeah, and we'll want to connect this on the bottom so it looks a little bit better. Oops, on the ceiling. We do need some more quartz blocks, probably 1 to 2 more. I'm not exactly sure how many. And then we need to chisel those all into bits here so we have something to work with. Okay, so we have all of that done. We can come in here, grab our chisels, or our bits, I guess, and just right click those over. Just 1 pixel thick is all we need. Just like so. Now everything looks great. Can't even tell. Well, maybe you can kind of tell a little bit, but you really can't even tell. So F7. Did we get a new one of these glowy things over here? I think we lost a torch somewhere. Yeah, we lost one right around here. I think it's probably right there is where we lost it. Okay, so now we have that torch back. I think there might have been one over here as well. Probably like right there, right here is where it needs to go. Looking at my coordinates, yeah, I think right there as well. Okay, so now we have everything back together again. When we press the laser button, it doesn't change all of our quartz into this stuff. We will need this stuff later on, I'm pretty sure, for making the, yeah, the display stands for the empowerer. But yeah, we definitely don't need that right now. Okay, well, that was an unexpected thing that we had to deal with. We got it taken care of, and now we got some of that quartz for later. So anyway, getting back to this, they want us to make an Ori Crystal, so let's grab some iron. We'll probably do, how about a quarter stack? 16 iron ingots into the Ori Crystal. So we'll place those down, press the button, and there we go. Now we have the Ori Crystals. So that's pretty simple to do. Quest complete. And let's do the top loot chest. Claim it. And whoop, that's the wrong one. What do we get? A block of steel leaf. Okay, okay. Well, we get steel leaf. Not sure if that's going to be useful or not, but it is a thing that we got. Let's go back to the bit bag, and I'll throw that in there. So the rest of these bits I could lay out and turn into a block or whatever, but I think for now we'll just leave them as bits and put those away. Cool. So now that we have that done, that unlocks the ability to make some batteries, crusher, canola press, farmer, ranged collector, which might be useful for the Ex Nihilo thing. Not sure yet. Automatic feeder, ball of fur. Tamed cats cough these up from time to time. They're not entirely useless. So yeah, the balls of fur, you right click on them when you get them and you get random items. I guess we'll have to go find some ocelots at some point in the future. Not exactly sure when we're gonna do that though. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert. We got some good progress going on here. We stepped into Industrial 4 going a little bit. We are making some latex here, and I did add a drawer so we can store more than just the 9 stacks of the tiny dry rubber, which will only turn into 1 stack of the dry rubber and into 1 stack of the plastic. So this way we should be able to store a little bit more and be able to do some stuff when we need more of it. I will have to find a way to farm up some of this rubber wood. Might just, actually just grow the trees, bone meal them, chop them down, and just collect a whole lot of them. That is a possibility. But yeah, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.